everyone. I'm Adam Brown, and this is Shell Point Today for Wednesday, November 19th. On today's show, we've got some tips on how to stay safe on the roads in and around Shell Point. Project Coordinator Joe Bedell shows us the latest tool for combating mildew here on property. And a delicious dish is on tap as Ruth Deuber shows us what's cooking. But first, Fantasy of Flight continues today as the Village Church plays host to hilAIRious, a light-hearted evening of travel adventure stories from the staff at the church. To illustrate their experiences, you'll enjoy seeing some of the memorable escapades from the classic TV clips, including Carol Burnett, Tim Conway, Bob Newhart, and others. hilAIRious takes to the skies tonight at 7:15 in the Village Church on the island. And tomorrow, more fun and frivolity from Fantasy of Flight. A little friendly competition will take place at the Village Church. Residents are challenged to design and create an airplane that can actually fly. The planes will take off from the balcony of the church auditorium, with prizes being awarded in several categories. The only rule? No motors allowed. Airplanes Take Flight begins at 9:45 tomorrow morning at the Village Church on the island. Now, if flying isn't your thing, how about a cruise on the waters of the Caloosahatchee? Take a trip on Shell Point Suzy Q to Cape Harbor. Enjoy lunch at either Rum Runners or The Joint. These scenic lunch cruises take place every Thursday through December for just $5. The Suzy Q raises its anchor at 11 o'clock, returning to Shell Point around 2, and sign-ups are required. Tomorrow night, the concert season begins here at Shell Point with Behind the Mask. Broadway stars Terry Dale Hansen and Nat Chandler will bring the music of Andrew Lloyd Webber, Kander and Ebb, Stephen Schwartz, and more to the stage of the Village Church. Enjoy this wonderful show, which begins at 7:30 tomorrow night in the Village Church on the island. Tickets are $35. And if you haven't made plans for Thanksgiving dinner yet, why not head over to one of Shell Point's fabulous restaurants? The Island Cafe, Crystal Room, and Palm Grill will all be open next Thursday, November 27th. The Island Cafe will be serving breakfast and lunch beginning at 7 a.m. and closing at 2 p.m. The Crystal Room will feature a festive Thanksgiving buffet with all the fixins starting at 10 a.m. and will stay open until 3. The buffet price is $24.95. And the Palm Grill will be open from 11 o'clock until 4 o'clock, serving turkey, filet mignon, slow-roasted ham, and Florida grouper. For more information or to sign up for any of the activities we've talked about, stop by the Island Service Desk in the Resident Activity Center or call 454-2282, or the Woodland Service Desk at 454-2054. As seasonal residents have been making their way back to Shell Point, you may have noticed the roads in and around the property getting busier. And we're not just talking about more cars. Bikes, trikes, and golf carts are everywhere, and so is potential danger. Here's Dora Robbins with some tips on how to stay safe.
Hi, I'm Dora Robbins from Resort Services, and I serve on the Shell Point Safety Committee. In today's Let's Talk Safety, I'll address bicycle, tricycle, and golf cart safety, and what you can do to keep us all safe as we travel throughout Shell Point. I'll also explain how your safety practices can have a major impact on all of us. First, bicycles and golf carts are legally considered vehicles on the roadways, and it's important to obey rules of the road. When riding a bicycle or driving a golf cart, always ride on the right side with the flow of traffic. Always use hand signals when making a turn. Always yield to pedestrians. If you're riding at night, make sure you have proper lighting, a light in the front and reflectors on the back. Also, it's not a requirement, but it's good practice to wear a helmet. Always be aware of your surroundings. Look out for debris and other hazards that may be in your path. Be aware of other vehicles. Look ahead for any future problems that you may encounter. Always obey Shell Point rules that are listed in your resident manual. Drive slowly through the island tunnel and park golf carts in golf cart spots. Ride or drive slowly and safely through parking areas and garages. Never ride a bicycle or drive a golf cart in inner court walkways, walking paths, or perimeter walks. Golf carts have occupant limits. Never allow more people to ride on a golf cart than is allowed. Remember, the best way to avoid an accident is to be prepared and aware. That's today's Let's Talk Safety.
With the heat and humidity a major part of Florida weather, getting control of mildew and algae is a constant battle, and Shell Point is no exception. But now, project coordinator Joe Bedell has a new way to fight the fungus among us.
I'm Joe Bedell. I'm the project coordinator for Shell Point, and this is one of these projects we're working on. We've always had a mildew problem, as you can see here on the ground. We wait till it gets bad, we bring a pressure washer in and we clean it. This is a product I've heard about. It's called citricide. It's made with citric acid. Once you apply it, it works for about 6 months. It's little microbes that eat the algae that causes everything to turn green. So we use it on a porous surface, concrete, stucco on the buildings, like that. All we do is spray it on, just like that. No scrubbing, no pressure washing. You will see that it turns orange, and it will stay orange for a week or so. Each day getting a little bit lighter and a little bit lighter until it's completely clean. That shows that the product is working. The orange was added by the manufacturer to show areas that you have sprayed so you don't go back and respray them again. We can apply this with a regular garden sprayer. It's mixed with 5 parts of water to 1 part of citricide. It's environmentally friendly. You don't have to worry about getting it on you. It doesn't burn you. So it's safe for our employees to use. It doesn't harm vegetation. We could actually spray it on this palm tree here if we wanted to. We did about 10 different test spots in different locations around the island, Eagles Preserve, before we committed to buying a 55-gallon drum of this. And as you can see, this is untreated and this is a treated area. This is treated about a week ago. And all you do, like I showed you before, is you just spray it and walk away. We always have a problem on the north side of the buildings, Eagle Preserve, Lakewood, where that green is showing. It's unattractive. A lot of it's hard to get to. If we spray this stuff on, it works for 4 to 6 months. And then as a preventive maintenance, we would just keep spraying every 4 to 6 months rather than going through them cycles of turning green, cleaning it, turning green. So I think everybody would be happy with this in the long run.
A staple of many dinner tables here in Florida is fish. And today, Ruth Deuber of Periwinkle tells us that salmon is what's cooking.
Hello, I'm Ruth Deuber, and this is what's cooking at Shell Point. And this is a special day for me. I have my youngest daughter, Jane, here from California, and she's going to cook with me. And what's really interesting is she is going to make something that I don't particularly like, which is
what a great idea.
Which is different. I think I'm the only person in the world that doesn't like salmon, although I found out that Adam doesn't like it either. So, but so many people do enjoy salmon, and I was able to get some Kita salmon at Publix early this morning. They didn't even have the cases filled, so it's nice and fresh.
It's nice and fresh, and it's so good for you.
I know it is.
You know, in California, we really try and make sure what we're putting in our bodies is really fueling us. So lots of omegas, lots of great things for you. So we're going to fix something really healthy and delicious, and we're going to have fun doing it.
Alrighty, okay.
So shall we begin?
This
is so crazy because she's allowing me the freedom to be in the kitchen, but in our house, Mama's the queen of the kitchen. So we'll start with just a beautiful piece of salmon. Look at that. And we need to make sure that it's just enough for portion size. And so we're going to actually cut this in half. Let's see here. And about a half. This will be like one bigger one, one little one. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually put it in aluminum foil. We're going to bake it. And the reason this is important is because it allows the fish to stay nice and moist, has all the great juices while it's cooking. We're going to put it in the oven. Sometimes in California, though, I actually put it in the grill. So there's a couple different ways.
At Shell Point.
And I keep it really very simple. So I use just a little bit of salt and pepper, not too much because we don't need too much salt. This is sea salt that's been ground immediately, and then we have pepper. And I love the fact that
do you want to use a lemon pepper too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're going to do a little bit of the pepper too, just to make it spicy. I know sometimes you like it a little less spicy, but you get to do whatever it is you want to do with this. It's impossible to mess this up. And then Mom has some lemon pepper blend. So this has got a little bit of lemon zest.
And there's only a little bit left.
I know. You've been using it a lot. I could tell.
I know
your favorite was.
I do.
Let's see if we can get some. There we go.
There.
So the cool thing is I like foolproof cooking.
Slices.
So we're going to do the lemon slices, and actually this is what keeps it moist when you're cooking. So we have just a couple here. It's so fun. Everything's all laid out. I wish this was like home. I wish this is how it was every night at home, right?
Yeah.
This
Okay.
one? Okay. So what we're doing is we're gonna actually take this and we're gonna fold it over, and the idea is to have it so that it's super, super tight. We're keeping the steam inside, so as it's baking, it actually makes the fish super moist, keeps all the flavors inside. There's a super easy cleanup, actually, because you don't have to clean a pot, you don't have to clean a dish, you just throw it away once you're done. So there you are, voila.
As far as what you put on the salmon, you can put some capers on it. You can slice some tomatoes on it, and just about anything you really want. And that works well.
We're going to make a special sauce, right, today?
Yes. Oh, she has her own vinaigrette that is just really delicious. You want
Yeah.
to put that in the oven? It's on and ready.
Perfect. There we go.
Tea.
Now, I didn't even know I was going to be on the show, but I actually travel with something called a magic bullet. And this is a really super cool tool that I travel a lot and I try and eat healthy. And so this is what I bring with me. So we have lemon juice, and the lemon juice is freshly squeezed, and that's about 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And so we're going to put that in first. Super yummy. And this can go on anything, any kind of fish. We also put it on chicken. Next, we're going to put some garlic. This is about 2 cloves of garlic. And Mom and I were talking, sometimes you can use the kind of garlic that's already chopped up and in a jar. And I like to use that sometimes when I'm in a hurry, when I'm cooking with the actual garlic. But if I'm going to use it in a sauce that doesn't get cooked, I like to use the fresh garlic because it has a different flavor to it. This is lemon zest, so make sure you wash your lemons before you do the zesting. That's about 2 teaspoons of the lemon zest. And then we have cilantro. And anything that's dark green is really healthy for you. So this is a sauce that turns out to be not only delicious, but it's super good for you because it has the cilantro in there. And then lastly, some really good extra virgin olive oil. Mom uses a nice clean light olive oil in there. So we're gonna pour that all in. And then with this groovy little thing.
You're going to do a little more salt and pepper?
Should we do a little more?
Well, it's on your recipe.
Oh. That's right. Mom always follows the recipe. That's why she cooks so well. Okay, how's that, Mama?
That's okay.
Okay,
pretty
good,
Try
good.
a little bit of salt.
It was funny, I have to tell you, in preparation today, Mom was actually asking me about how big the foil should be, and at one point I just had to laugh because I've learned from her my whole life, so the fact that she was asking me this morning was pretty cute. So with this little handy device, you simply just take the blender part and you scroll it on the top here. You're going to shake it up a little bit to get everything going, and you're going to, there we go. Give it a little shake. There you go. All done. Isn't that fun?
That's amazing.
Now, I usually do smoothies and things. I'm not used to having garlic and cilantro and
We better
all
wash
in
that
here.
pretty well
That's
before
right,
you take
that's
it.
right. So I think we're going to just pour it in here. And so what we'll do, Mom, is as the fish is done, we'll be able then to just spoon that on top of it. It's light. It's delicious. Good for you.
It looks
What
really
else can you
pretty.
ask for?
Okay, so these have come out of the oven,
Yay.
ready to unveil what's inside.
Yeah, it's like a package, a surprise package. We hope it's a good surprise, right?
We hope. Yeah.
Look at that. You can see the steam rising out, which means it's nice and juicy. Just enough spices. We'll do a little sauce. Let's put this over here. Look at that. Yummy. I guess I'm going to have to be tasting this, Mom, huh? Lots of lemon sauce. If I was super talented, I would do something fancy with the dish, but we're just going to put it on the fish. Bit of lemon zest.
I've always loved Stouffer's mac and cheese, but it comes in a big package. I found in the freezer department these little cups, and it takes about 3 minutes in the microwave.
Yay.
And you get your mac and cheese fix.
That's comfort food, right?
It's comfort food.
Oh my gosh. I promise you it's delicious even if she doesn't try it. Okay, we're gonna take a little piece here. Get a little extra sauce here because I'm a sauce girl. Here it goes.
You loving that?
Mom, you don't know what you're missing.
Okay.
I'm telling
all
you.
I'll put it up on the website anyway, so you all can try it.
Thank you so much. It was
Yeah.
fun to cook with
Thank
you,
you,
Mama.
Jeannie. Bye-bye.
Yay.
Now it's time to cover all of today's happenings, Academy news, menus, and Village Church connections.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Happening segment of Shell Point TV. I'm Bev Chandley here with Caitlin Van Scoy, and we're going to go over today's activities for you. We're going to start bright and early with the Men's Bible Study group. They'll be in the Osprey Room on the island. And the Fantasy of Flight activities continue. Today we have a tour to behind the scenes at the Southwest Florida International Airport. That court pickups begin at 8 o'clock for that trip on the island, 8:10 for the Woodlands, and 8:20 for Eagles Preserve. Sign up is required for that one. Also at 8 o'clock we have the men's match play doubles tennis at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. 8:45 is the time for Lily and Company Jewelers to be here with their jewelry service for the week. That's in the Resident Activity Center. At 9 o'clock, we have the watercolor group with Phil Hilton. They meet down in the art studio on the island. The card making and scrapbooking group will be in the Tarpon Room at 9:15. Then we'll jump to the ladies' Bible study in the Osprey Room at 10 o'clock. And then also at 10 o'clock, we have the men's match play doubles tennis going on. 10:15, the Model Yacht Sailing Club will be sailing their boats down at the Commons Lake at the Woodlands. And then at 11 o'clock, we have the Neuropathy group. They'll be in the Oak Room of the Woodlands. At 11:30, we have a Health Connections class, Agility and Flexibility for Everyday Life. Session A, that's in the Health Club, currently full. That winds up the morning activities. Here's Caitlin for the afternoon lineup.
Thanks, Bev. At 1 p.m., we start the afternoon off with chess at the Library Lounge on the island. From 1:30 to 3:30, the model train room will be open for viewing. At 1:45, there's a Health Connections class, Balance and Mobility Training Level 1, Session A, at the Health Club on the island, and this is currently closed. Knitters Anonymous will be meeting at 2:15 in the Osprey Room on the island. Jazz and Stuff will be meeting at 2:30 at the Woodlands in the Grand Cypress Room, so come and check it out. At 3 p.m., there's another Health Connections class, Pilates Stretch, at the Health Club on the island, and no sign-up is required. At 3 p.m., the Memory Care group will be meeting at the Medical Center on the island, and sign-up is required for that one. There's a Health Connections class at 3:30, Aqua Agility and Conditioning at the LifeQuest Aquatic Center on the island, only $5 per class. 4 o'clock, pickleball will be played at the pickleball courts on the island. 4:30, there's indoor bocce at the Health Club on the island. Another Fantasy of Flight event, hilAIRious, at 7:15 at the Village Church on the island. Well, that concludes today's activities. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Hello, I'm Terry Colath with your Academy information for Wednesday. At 9:30, painting a self-portrait continues in the Sable Room of the Woodlands. At 9:45, cloud computing using Google continues in the Computer Teaching Center on the island. At 10 o'clock, the Birds of Southwest Florida will take place in the Village Church Auditorium, and all are welcome. At 1:45, Word Processing Prep School continues in the Computer Teaching Center at the island.
Menus for Wednesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is chunky beef stew in a bread bowl with fried green beans. The dinner special is the pasta buffet for $13.95, and the soup of the day is tortellini and sausage. In the Island Cafe for lunch on Wednesday, the special is a roast beef club with chips for $7.25, and the dinner special is grilled shrimp for $8.25. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill on Wednesday are Yankee pot roast for $12.95 or stuffed chicken breast for $13.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
This is Captain Hawkins speaking. Welcome aboard hilAIRious Airlines Flight TVC 715. Crew, prepare the cabin for departure.
Captain, some of our passengers are missing. Carol Burnett is not yet on board.
Co-pilot, contact the tower and inform them that we will be delayed.
This is hilAIRious Air Flight TVC 715. We're having a delayed departure.
Mechanical?
No, Carol Burnett is not yet on board.
Copy that.
Carol's not the only missing passenger. Woods, Randall, is also missing.
Can't fly without Randy. He's our key boarding person. Who else is missing?
Tim Conway and Harvey Corman are not yet in their seats.
Are Tim and Harvey flying first class?
You know, I can't tell you that. HIPAA violation. You have no need to know where their hips are seated.
Does anyone know where Tim and Harvey are?
They are at the gate, but they are wondering if it's safe to fly on an airplane this old.
Well, how do they think that this plane got to be that old? Tell them to get on board.
hilAIRious Air Flight TVC 715. What's holding you up?
The wheels in our struts.
Right. What's causing the delay?
Bob Newhart is not on board.
Well, let me know when Bob Newhart shows.
Okay, I'll check the reruns.
Head flight attendant, is everyone on board now?
David Pavey just arrived. He thought he was flying on British Airways, but he's here now. Says he woke up on the wrong side of the pond. Janice Quinlan just buzzed in. Busy as a bee, that Janice.
Captain, didn't you fly in the big war?
I did. Personally caused the destruction of 7 aircraft.
Wow, that makes you an ace.
Well, don't get too excited. Only 2 of them were theirs.
Oh.
A flight attendant, what's the passenger status?
Mostly upset, impatient, and irritable.
Who isn't here?
Sue Stranahan just got seated. She had a hard time getting her cat Spartacus through security. It took 3 agents to do the cat pat-down.
Is Glenda on board?
In a minute, just as soon as she finishes organizing the FAA. Glenda will get here when she gets her clipboards and binders through security.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard hilAIRious Air Flight TVC 715. We want to thank you for giving us the business while we take you for a ride. The weather at our destination is 78 degrees, winds from the south with broken clouds. The clouds should be fixed by the time we arrive. When we reach our cruising altitude, I am going to switch the seatbelt sign off. You can then feel free to move about as you wish, but please stay inside the plane till we land.
At this time, please turn off all your electronic equipment. Randy, don't make me tell you again. To operate your seatbelt, insert the metal tab into the buckle and pull tight. It works just like every other seatbelt. And if you don't know how to operate a seatbelt, you probably shouldn't be out in public unsupervised.
hilAIRious Air Flight TVC 715 is ready for departure. Request permission for pushback and engine start.
Permission granted. Proceed to activate team number 1 for takeoff.
Proceeding to activate team.
hilAIRious Air Flight TVC 715. Bear left. Disabled aircraft on right.
I see the disabled aircraft, but I sure don't see the bear on the left. Captain, we're cleared for takeoff.
Roger that. Beginning takeoff roll.
When do we arrive?
Wednesday, November 19, 7:15 p.m. at the Village Church. Carol Burnett, Harvey Corman, Tim Conway, Bob Newhart, and a mystery guest will be here along with the church staff, and we'll be putting on quite a show. Wow. We might even have some leftover pretzels or peanuts for those who come early.
Could you repeat that? Because if I don't write things down, I just don't remember.
Wednesday, November 19, 7:15 p.m. at the Village Church. I want to thank you all for flying with us. If you enjoy your flight, remember, you are flying with hilAIRious Air. If you don't enjoy your flight, remember, some folks just call us Delta.
We're glad you joined us for today's show. Tune in tomorrow when we introduce you to the newest member of the medical team at the Arbor. We'll go for a sail with this year's Sailor of the Year. And ladies, we'll head over to the salon for a look at a new product that'll keep you looking your best. Until then, this is ShellPoint Today for Wednesday, November 19th. I'm Adam Brown, and for all of us here at ShellPoint TV, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.